I signed up for the relationship survey last year because I believe as an educator, relationships are paramount. Relationships with my students, relationships with my co-teachers, relationships with my administrators. And the stronger those relationships are, the better educator that I am.
I wanted to see what students felt about me when it came to relationships in my classroom with them.
And I thought that getting the information from them would be helpful for me to plan for the future. And it protected the students' identities, so I knew that they would be honest and tell me what they really thought.
I have the walkthroughs all the time with the administrators, but to really know how the kids are perceiving my lessons, it's great to get the feedback. They weren't all good, but from those, you can spin them into positives.
I want to be able to see what is working and what isn't, and by being able to have feedback from kids, that gives me the opportunity to do that.
I think I was a little nervous and scared because it's always sometimes hard to hear if there's criticism, and it's kind of scary to think, okay, what are they going to say about me that's bad?
But overall, the results were exactly what I thought they would be, and there weren't very many surprises at all.
The administrators are always giving us confidence, but to hear it from the students, it was nice to hear what they had to say. A lot of them had great things to say.
I was not nervous at first because I felt like I had a pretty good relationship with my students. I was interested. There's always a little bit of anxiousness.
And I wanted to know, how am I doing? What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? What could I do better? Am I making an impact? Am I not making an impact?
My kids, I use a lot of humor. I try to build close relationships with my students. But at the same time, it's always hard to hear negative things about yourself. But I thought about it and I really switched it and decided that that was where I needed to work on.
I think the biggest thing that I learned from the results of the survey was that the students really did care about the curriculum aspect of the classroom as much as they did about me interacting with them as a teacher.
I learned that sometimes the kids don't think I'm as funny as I think I am.
There were some things that I felt that I wasn't aware of that I needed to work on.
Some of the students would say, well, I actually had one student say, you didn't even know my name. Well, that wasn't true. I just didn't call them enough because they were really shy, so I thought I was being kind to them.
I learned that there is an impact that even I'm not aware of at times.
I was anxious coming into it, maybe about some of the things that they would say, but some of the stuff they said was really great. It made it worth it, doing it.
As a result of the survey, I really focused on building relationships with my quiet kids, encouraging them to be able to participate.
I did take some of the advice that the students had given me and some of the feedback, and I tried to change a couple things that I could. I tried to maintain some of the things that they really enjoyed. I tried to make sure I did those, kept those things going.
I would say some of the students would say sometimes you're too hard, and I took that as, well, I know they love to talk. They're 13-year-olds. They want to talk. So maybe I had incorporated more group activities this year. So we had a lot of hands-on where I moved around, a lot of free thinkers.
Relationships are really important, so I kept that aspect of things. I talk to students all the time about what's going on in their personal lives, what's going on at home, what's going on in their extracurricular activities, but I made sure to a point to where if the students were telling me something, no matter what I was doing, to stop and truly listen to them so they could see the excitement that I had for them.
If I could tell the teachers doing relationship surveys this year one thing about giving the surveys, I would say to be open-minded to what they have to say.
Take it with a grain of salt. You know it's anonymous, so they're going to say what they feel at the time.
I think as teachers, we all strive to make sure we have that relationship with our students. And even if there is some negative feedback, it's great to learn to become a better teacher, to be there for our students.
To be able to get their feedback, to give us honest answers on how they feel like we build relationships in the classroom, we need to listen to that. Whether that is hard to listen to, whether that's easy to listen to.
Take the good and enjoy it, and then take any feedback that you may consider negative and try to turn that into something positive to improve on the next year.
Getting student feedback will make you better. It will keep you on your toes. It will make you more aware of things you may or may not be doing in the classroom or out of the classroom. And it will also help you realize that they are watching.